drape it like a shawl over my shoulders. Beth?
Yes.
Beth, make it?
Yep, she's right here. Right here.
Do you have your?
Yeah, you want me to read?
Okay, so we're going to start right now, and we're going to start with Farewell to the Highlands. This is kind of a Scottish ode.
Ready? All right. Farewell to the Highlands, farewell to the North, the birthplace of valor, the country of worth. Wherever I wander, wherever I rove, the hills of the Highlands forever I love. My heart's in the Highlands, my heart is not here. My heart's in the Highlands, a-chasing a deer, chasing the wild deer and following the roe. My heart's in the Highlands, wherever I go. Farewell to the Highlands, farewell to the mountains, high covered with snow. Farewell to the straths and green valleys below. Farewell to the forests and wild hanging woods. Farewell to the torrents and loud pouring floods. Farewell to the Highlands.
Beautiful. We're going to ring the death bell. In old times, when someone would die, the church would ring the bell to let the church bell to let people know that someone had passed away.
6 times, right?
When the church bell rings, you know it means death. For every death, the bell rings. Every time the bell rings, I stop what I'm doing and wait. I listen to the bell. I sit quietly. I give thanks for life. The bell teaches me something. Lessons in waiting, in life and in death. Lessons about the God whose love echoes in our lives, from the beginning to the end and beyond. I have to do a prayer and dedication.
The prayer of dedication. I lay my head to rest, and in doing so, lay at your feet the faces I have seen, the voices I have heard, the words I have spoken, the hands I have shaken, the service I have given, the joys I have shared, the sorrows revealed. I lay them at your feet, and in doing so, lay my head to rest.
And then when I have you doing the opening of the scripture.
The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my strength, in whom I will trust.
We were all going to sing this, but I left all the programs at home, so Aaron's going to bless us with Rock of Ages.
If you know the words, please join in.
Rock of ages, stand for me. Let me hide myself in thee. Rock of ages, cleft for me. Let me hide myself in thee. Let the water and the blood from thy riven side which flood be of sin and double cure.
you on the voice. That was a good job.
John, just pass that off. I'm going to have you read this next part. John the clerk. I think that's definitely what I told you, asked you to do. Then we'll just take a coronation, however many we have.
I'm waiting to make sure everybody in McPherson gets it.
John, come over here. I'm going to have you read this part.
Chris.
Here we go. No, I'm not a McPherson.
This is a reading story of the dead, and it tells a little bit about Alexander and Mary.
Beneath us lies our great-grandparents, Alexander and Mary, and no one marked, others including their son Jacob and his wife Phoebe, along with others now known only to the ages. Alexander is believed to have been born in 1735 in Charles County, Maryland, to Daniel and Elizabeth Nevitt McPherson. His father, Daniel, a planter, was believed to come from the Highlands of Scotland, and his mother, Elizabeth, the third great-granddaughter of the very first English inhabitants and founders of Maryland. Mary was born to a Revolutionary War patriot, Major George Beale, Jr., and his wife, Ann Henson Beale, in 1746 in Stafford County, Virginia. Her parents were wealthy landowners on land that is now Washington, D.C. and Georgetown. In 1761, they were married in Charles County, and together as settlers they moved across the Blue Ridge Mountains into the lower Sinking Creek Valley in what is now known as Craig County around the year 1770. Coming with them were Alexander's brothers, Richard and Basil. They began acquiring land through grants and purchasing of deeds, first recorded in 1776, including more than 1,600 acres of land of where we now stand. Some of that land, 100 acres, he deeded to Joseph and Mary Eccles in 1799, and whose graves are next to them. Besides farming, Alexander also served as a surveyor of roads, but also had a passion for education, both in the 3 R's and in the Bible. He turned their home into a meeting house, a school, and a house of worship. He was known for teaching the children himself and conducting worship services as well. He and Mary would have 8 sons and 3 daughters, and were among the most prominent families in the valley. Mary would die in 1808 at age 62, and Alexander in 1815 at age 80. In May of 2018, this site was registered with the Virginia Department of Historical Resources as the McPherson's Echo Cemetery.
The song is Ghosts of Culloden. Oh, he's doing it wrong way. This is going home. This is Ghosts of Culloden.